And then we'll move on to what I got at Webs, which was a lot of stuff. The first thing I got was a couple sets of sock needles because one of mine is bending, and I like to have 2 of every size so that of the sock needles, because sometimes I'm working on more than one sock. Then if I wanted to, I could knit them both at the same time on 2 separate needles because I don't know how to do 2 at a time. So I just got the Knitter's Pride Nova needles. Yes, in 32 inch. And then the yarn. First, I picked up this for a friend. This is Marathon Socks Twin City by Wisdom's Yarn. It's 95% wool, 25% nylon, 437 yards. And I got one in the henny pin, something like that color. And this is a self-striping. And I got another one in the Lake Nokomis. I don't know. I'm not good at pronunciation. And this is blues and off-whites and navies, and that's also a self-striping. Oh, I should show you that too. Another thing I got was this bumper sticker to put up in my my yarn room. It says I knit so I don't kill people. I like that. And I got a couple buttons. I picked up this one for a friend, Mealman Knit. I'm hoping this isn't backwards, but I got Will Knit for coffee, because I'm addicted to coffee. And finally, Kristen saw this one, and this was, as Kristen said, very unique, and I love this pin. It's probably the favorite one I got. And it says, "You can't get these socks at Walmart for any price." So, I like those. So those will go up. I have a bulletin board upstairs that I have all my pins on. The next thing I got is after I finish Kristen's sweater, I'm going to make a sweater for myself, but then I'm going to make Kristen a sweater vest. We found a pattern that she really likes. So we found this in the closeouts. This is Plymouth Select by Plymouth Yarns. It's DK Merino Superwash. It's 100% superwash fine merino wool. And there's 130 yards per skein. And we needed 1,250 yards, so we got 10 skeins. And it was quite economical. I mean, we wouldn't have been able to get this much yarn of this quality around here for that price. So, yeah, that was good. I will say, Webb's is a place that I can only go once a year because I was overwhelmed. I was very overwhelmed. And if I hadn't had a list, it would have been, I don't know what I would have done. I don't. The next thing I got, I don't know if I'll show you all the colors. I got this in 5 colorways. It was $3.49 a ball in the closeouts. It's called JoJo Land Rhythm. It's 100% wool. And there's 110 yards per ball. I was trying to find that last night and I couldn't. But anyway. It's a yarn that, let me show you. These 2 balls are the same colorway. And I'll show you why. If you go to the next level, it's different. Then you go down again, and it's different again. And you go down again, and it's different again. And that's the middle of the ball. So I thought these would make really cute striped hats. And I have not been able to find, I'll show you another one. This is my favorite one. This is shades of blue, and underneath it's a lighter blue, and then a white, gray, and blue, and then a gray and white. I might be going too fast. And then a gray and navy. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make some hats out of this soon, after I finish the hat that I'm working on, which I want to finish today for my cast off video. So I got a few balls of that, and I think this is going to be fun to work with. Anything that changes color on its own, I find it keeps my attention because I'm like, ooh, let's get to the next color. Let's get to the next color. I'm doing a knit along eventually with Dump for Stumps with Bruno. And we are going to be doing the Stephen West pattern, the Spectra. So I got, this is Valley Yarns Charlemont Superfine 60% superwash merino, 20% mulberry silk, and 20% polyamide. So this is for my solid color, and if you've seen the Spectra, you'll know. Don't touch that ball of yarn. You do a solid color, and then on the inside, hold on, I dropped one. Then there's wedges within the stripe, and you use a gradient. So I got this. This is purples and charcoal grays and different shades of grays. And this is Jowl Magic Superwash. It's 75% wool, superwash wool, and 25% nylon. And there's a lot of yards. I can't remember how many it was. Oh, I think I had to look on the sign, but this was like over 400, and I only need 200. So that could be a pair of ankle socks and the Spectra. I'm not sure. So those two will go together. And I got another ball of the jowl. This was also in the closeouts. Everything I've showed you so far was in closeouts. And this will be for a pair of socks. And this is teals and navies and then different shades of gray. So I think that'll be really pretty. And this is striping also. I've never used this before. This is Barocco Vintage, which is a blend of 50% acrylic, 40% wool, and 10% nylon. And I got this. We're gonna make a hat for Kristen to see, because Kristen's very sensitive to wools, to just make sure that it doesn't make her scratchy. But this is great because it's machine washable. And you get 217 yards, and it's also an economical, for the pricier yarns, it's an economical choice. And this, I don't think it has a color. The color name is 5214. So, this is really pretty. It's grays and different shades of blues. It's like a brown gray almost, but I really like it. And last but not least, I'm knitting a hat right now out of Manos del Uruguay. I can't say the name of that country. It's just a tongue twister. And I really like the yarn. And that skein of yarn I purchased at a yarn sale a couple of years ago, and I've been waiting and waiting to use it, and I finally used it, and I really like it. So they had Manos at Webb's, and I got a skein in greens, blues, browns, creams. Let me see how many yards. This is 219 yards. And this is 100% wool, I believe. Yes, 100% extra fine merino wool. And it's kettle dyed. And yeah, so I like that. And then I got one other skein because I love pinks. This is Manos also. It's pinks and plums and oranges and a little bit of cream and a little bit of brown. And I liked this because it was my color, but it was a little bit not my color at the same time. And Kristen said that it went that both of these were my colors, so I got both. And I'll just make 2 hats out of these. Well, 1 hat each, maybe 2. I'm not sure. I haven't knit many hats, so yeah. So that is everything I got, and a little bit gluttonous, and I feel a little guilty, but I'm definitely not going to be buying anything yarn related for a long time. I don't know. A long time hasn't been determined whether it's going to be a week or a month or a year. But oh shoot. I shouldn't play with things. I just broke the tag. So that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed watching what I've gotten. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.